This is very important. The theft of your Shiba Inu is possible. Billions of Shiba Inu disappeared in a matter of seconds. The public is in a panic. You may need to know something, however. In fact, this may be a disguised advantage. It will also cause Shiba Inu to soar. What is going on? And what exactly am I talking about? Alright, let me clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Please note that by the time you see this video, some rates may have changed. Financial advice is not included in this video. Not long ago, something enormous plummeted. A startling discovery has suddenly rocked the Shiba Inu community as a whole. In a massive security breach involving a cryptocurrency exchange, Shiba Inu valued at billions of dollars were taken. Indeed, billions. This was not anticipated. The ecosystem as a whole is now being shaken by it. This isn't your average headline. This might have long-term effects on the Shiba Inu landscape as a whole. The weird part, however, comes after. Amidst all of that turmoil, there is an incredible event taking place on the charts. As one researcher recently noted, Shiba Inu may truly be waking up again at this time. Shiba Inu are exhibiting indications of life once again, he stated, and I quote him. This can be the first indicator of anything significant. Furthermore, it's possible that the long-held goal of hitting 1 cent isn't as unrealistic as it once was. You're probably asking yourself, well, does this drama already appear in the chart? Surprisingly, yes, but in a different way. In reality, Shiba Inu are rising in spite of the headlines. It has been rising steadily but slowly. That's momentum. That's a strength. The current trend is different, even if Shiba Inu are still declining in comparison to earlier this year. Traders are forced to pay attention to this kind of action. This is the type of movement that suggests a reversal may be imminent. It's more than simply technicalities. Slowly but surely, the enthusiasm, the energy, and the mood are coming back. In the community, you can sense it. They're stocking up on dip buyers. The whales are observing intently. There's clearly a developing problem. Thus, although billions were lost today, Shiba Inu also triumphed, perhaps even more so than before. And that's precisely why this particular moment is so fascinating. What has been going on lately? A significant assault recently targeted Big One, a rather large but little-known cryptocurrency exchange. Without even requiring private keys, the coordinated supply chain hack managed to get beyond internal safeguards. The hacker took more than $27 million in assets with them, and sure enough, there contained about 10 billion tokens, a huge cache of Shiba Inu. Big names are at issue here. Solana, hundreds of Ethereum, millions of USDT, more over 100 Bitcoin, and of course, a great deal of Shiba Inu. This was not a little computer error. This was outright theft. The community of Shiba Inu went on high alert as soon as the news was released. A complete collapse, panic sales, massive dumps, and charts that fell off a cliff were all anticipated. That many tokens abruptly leaving an exchange and ending up in unidentified wallets generally causes havoc, after all. Everyone waited to be hit. However, you know what? It didn't occur. It says a lot, too. First of all, there are 3 possible interpretations. The community could have just been stunned. Perhaps Big One's might was insufficient to significantly alter the market. Alternatively, and this is the big one, Shiba Inu may be becoming too powerful to be easily subdued. Give it some thought. Almost 10 billion tokens were removed from a significant platform. It's a lot, but the cost hardly flinched. It demonstrates a great deal of resilience. It indicates that the Shiba Inu environment is developing. It has a widely dispersed supply, and fear is no longer the market's reaction, not as much as it once did, and that is really optimistic. Because a cryptocurrency's strength is more than simply its price rising. It concerns the way the market responds to pressure, and Shiba Inu have just suffered lately. Didn't shatter either. That makes one thing very plain to us. Shiba Inu has ceased to be a mark of enthusiasm. The gamer is beginning to behave like a genuine one. Imagine what it might achieve when the market becomes completely bullish once again, if it can withstand this type of turmoil. What we just saw may have been the beginning of this heist. That was a flex. The Shiba Inu has returned, and it's not going to back down. However, there's something very intriguing here. Recently, the Ethereum blockchain was rocked by a huge Shiba Inu transfer. CoinHako transferred more than $3.5 million, or more than 250 billion Shiba Inu, to an unidentified new location. Even better, there are now over $4 million in Shiba Inu alone at that location. As a significant player in Southeast Asia, CoinHako is a regulated cryptocurrency exchange with its headquarters located in Singapore. Therefore, this is not a haphazard wallet move. Rather, it is a significant one that is drawing significant attention. While the wallet itself isn't identified, it contains a variety of cryptocurrencies and has been connected to prior transactions with Binance. This is where it gets interesting. Who is behind it, then? Based on on-chain statistics, it's either CoinHako transferring money for operational purposes or a wealthy whale stealthily accumulating Shiba Inu. In any case, it's obvious that this address isn't simply lying around. It has been active, as seen by a number of recent deposits and withdrawals, as well as the recent transfer of lesser amounts of Shiba Inu to Binance. Consequently, this wallet became one of the biggest Shiba Inu wallets in the area. That's significant. Regardless of the person responsible, this is not a casual behavior. One of the big players is moving. This kind of reorganization of money, particularly in the millions, by whales or exchanges, is often not random. Either preparation or accumulation is involved. In any case, it conveys curiosity, not to mention mere hype, long-term, serious placement. Take that and what we've seen lately on the charts. Shiba Inu remains stable, ascending even after a cyber attack worth billions of dollars. And now whales in Asia are shifting millions more into Shiba Inu. There's no coincidence there. There is a growing movement under the surface. Individuals are observing. Astute investors are keeping an eye on it, and it's obvious that some of them are already relocating. Confidence is becoming more important than pricing alone. Concerning strength, right now, Shiba Inu is displaying both. The plot is further enhanced by this significant transition. So, while some people are still wondering, what time is the moon? Smart money may be preparing for it already. In this market, Shiba Inu isn't only surviving, so keep an eye out. It may be preparing to take over. This is where it gets crazy. There is something going on underneath the surface that has experts talking, despite all the upheaval, the hack, the whale movements, and the billion coin headlines. Recently, the pressure on Shiba Inu has almost vanished, according to Cantonese Cat, a well-known cryptocurrency expert with a sizable internet following. Give it some thought. He made the observation that Shiba Inu had been suffering from the typical downward pressure for months. It is going away quickly, and we can see the bearish hold loosen if even a little surge of purchasing activity begins. That's what it is. Despite without naming a specific target, Cantonese Cat's message was obvious. Buyers now have more options since sellers are retreating, but that's not all. Already, other experts are making the connections. According to a chart posted by Shiba Inu Spain, one of the community's most followed voices, Shiba Inu is now very close to a significant breakthrough level. We could soon surpass that 18 level, he thinks. And we could be on the verge of a significant surge toward one of the greatest communal aspirations, if momentum continues. Tenths of 1 penny. That is enormous. You know what? It's not only him who notices. After closely examining the chart, technical expert Crypto Candy didn't hold back. The whole short-term goal, he claims, is slightly below that 17 line. His mid-range, though, he wants to sprint to the 25-point mark, perhaps even beyond. Consider it for a moment. We've got declining sell pressure. Whales moving silently yet with great force. Analysts are anticipating a breakthrough. While all of this is going on, Shiba Inu is silently climbing, displaying strength and not breaking. Even when you're receiving awful news, that is what is so amazing about this time. It's not only luck that Shiba Inu is having, It is changing. The neighborhood is surviving. The analysts are observing the chart too. There are all the indications that something significant is approaching. It is possible that a significant breakthrough is imminent if current momentum persists, buyers continue to intervene, and sell-side pressure remains minimal. There is the setup. Signals are flashing. Shiba Inu may perhaps be preparing for its next big move, but how do you feel about this? Post a comment below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.